We hate to break it to you, but size does matter when dealing with image file sizes on your website. A quick tutorial. Good afternoon, Bill from Qwik. I wanted to do a short video on file size for images. If you look at this website here, this is our Qwik fishing website. As we scroll down, I mean, you can see there's a ton of images, right? So as you're putting images on there, the more file size you get, then the slower the page loads. It's really good housekeeping practice to minimize the file size you put on there. So one, you could make like really little files, but then it would look like crap, or it would be kind of grainy and all that kind of stuff. So we use a tool called Image Resizer. I'm going to show you that really quick. I'm going to drag an image on here. This is one of our product images that we've taken, we've cleaned it up, it's ready to go on the website. You can see it's 2048 pixels by 2048 pixels. We don't need it to be that big on the screen, right? So we're going to resize this as 1,000 pixels, and then you'll be able to see it was 2.2 meg before. You'll be able to see it's 199, almost 200 kilobytes afterwards, so it's like 10% of the file size. We've saved a lot of file size and data that we don't have to then deal with on that loading of that page. So that's one good way of using it. Even if you were going to use the file that was the same size, this is 500 by 500. Oops. As you can see, we wanted to use this as 500 by 500, so we don't want to shrink it, but we still want to make the file size as small as we can. So you can use imageresizer.com. It's a free service. We've made that file almost like 25% of what it was, and the image quality is maintained. One thing you might ask is, why don't you just start with smaller images? So there's a couple reasons for that. It's always better as far as the quality of the image and visually, not having it pixelate and stuff. This to start small, to start larger, and then shrink it down if you need it. So that's one thing. Where if you made a 200 pixel image, it's going to be really grainy, and then if it needs to blow up on a page, it's going to be terrible. So you want to start with a nice chunky image that's got good detail, then shrink it down when you need to. If you were ever going to use it as just an icon, and it was always going to be 300 pixels by 300 pixels, make it that, right? But if you're ever going to use it anywhere else, it's much better, or even have potential of using it somewhere else, it's much better to start with a larger image. Then you can go from the 1,000 and do 500 and do 200 and do 600, and they're all going to look good wherever you're using those. So just a few tips on that, and hope you're having a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.